Milley has admitted that as long as China wants to live a better life, wants to develop high technology, it is an enemy of the United States. What does this illustrate? Facing a robber who would kill to protect its wallet. And the explanation is superfluous. Only by sharpening the tools in our hands to a keener edge can we respond. Milley's extremely rare candor has, in fact, torn off the last fig leaf covering the China-US game of strategy. As the former top commander of the U.S. military, his remarks amount to a direct admission of the Pentagon's strategic deception. The so-called China military threat theory is nothing but a PowerPoint presentation to swindle congressional budgets. The true mission of the U.S. military is not to defend national security, but rather to act as armed security guards for U.S. dollar hegemony and Silicon Valley's monopolistic status. This fully exposes the parasitic nature of U.S. hegemony. The United States is not afraid of threats to its national security, it is afraid of no longer being able to lie atop the industrial chain and suck blood. When China's tunnel-boring machines dug through the profit layers monopolized by the West, and when Huawei's 5G base stations broke through expensive technological barriers, this redistribution of excess profits was more terrifying to Washington than the attack on Pearl Harbor. The core of this robber logic lies in this: the United States arbitrarily claims exclusive right to define global development rights. Under America's rule system, China, or rather all countries in the world, can only forever be coolies producing cheap shirts and must never become partners in developing high-end chips. The so-called rules-based international order translates to a distribution system where the United States eats meat and others drink soup. Once China tries to improve people's livelihood through technological upgrading, it is regarded as a revisionist challenge to this hierarchical system. This is a zero-sum game about living space. Every step China takes upward is compressing the space where the United States gains without labor. Therefore, in today's era of the China threat theory, China's original sin is not aircraft carriers, but diligence and wisdom. As long as China continues to pursue industrial upgrading, as long as the RMB moves toward the world, no matter how gentle, courteous, tempered, and modest China behaves, it is a heretic that must be eliminated in the eyes of the United States. Facing such an opponent that would even launch a preventive war to retain the right to harvest, the only way to communicate is through strength. Not to go to Hawaii, but to ensure that the trade fleets of countries around the world can sail freely. Let the United States reduce harming the world, and let the world have more choices.